defeated, and then I realized what happened.
Whoops.
Like, that's on me. And I knew it was an accident. They accidentally misgendered somebody, but
It happens. Happens to the best of us. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and other people of the world. We are live again tonight, and got good friend of the show, Riley Stock, coming in from the Board Game Community Show here. Say hello, everybody, Riley.
Hello, everybody.
And new to the channel, we got Alex McKenzie from Meeple The Moose, a proud contributor of the What You've Been Playing Wednesday podcast on Cardboard Conjecture, and avid board game blogger on his website. Welcome, Alex.
Thanks for having me.
All right. So, if you clicked the thumbnail tonight, we're going to be playing a little bit of a tiny little game that I don't think is very well known around the world yet. I think it's going to catch fire tonight, though. But a little game called Wingspan, designed by Elizabeth Hargrave and published by Stonemaier Games. It has just recently, just the other week, it came to Board Game Arena. It came out of its beta phase, and now it's widely available to everybody. But I believe it's behind the premium paywall, so you have to know somebody that has a premium account, which I think a lot of people have that these days. Or have for a couple years now.
Yeah.
Right before we hop into things, I'll let my guests have a chance to introduce themselves and advertise where they can be found. Take it away, Alex. You're new to the channel.
Yeah. So like I said, my name is Alex McKenzie. I started a board game blog in February 2021, and it's just been as a creative writing project. I just play games and tell people how they make me feel. I'm originally from Manitoba. I now live in BC, and I'm excited to play this game with you guys tonight.
Yes, finally another local Canuck on the channel. And an honorary Canuck.
Yeah, me, right? Thank you.
The holes are over here, bud.
Yeah, I'm American. You know, the better sibling. No, not true at all.
You're a sibling, all right.
I'm a sibling, yeah. Well, I'm Riley. Yeah, I do the Board Game Community Show. I interview people throughout the board game community, and it's very casual. Usually I have like 4 or 5 questions written down, and a lot of times I don't even get those 4 or 5 because we go off on side rants. So it's fun. It's very me. Like, I'm not an organized person. So, but like last week I had Patrick Leader. The week before that was Nikki Valens. So lots of fun, cool guests. Ryan's been on there a couple times.
How are you possibly going to follow up the previous 2 weeks?
To go from that to this next week, it's more of a topic one. I'll just say it right now because why not? Tim and Phil from Organized Fun, Tim from Board Game Hot Takes. At the beginning of the year, we set New Year's resolutions. And so I said midway through the year, we would catch up on those. So, of course, October is midway through the year. That's exactly halfway. So we are finally doing that.
Beautiful.
So that's how I follow up with those.
That's awesome. That's amazing. And since this was a little bit of a last-minute scramble to grab a couple guests to come on tonight, I'll make sure that after this stream, the links to where you can find Alex's content and Riley's content will be in the description of this video afterwards, probably tomorrow after I get a chance to do things and whatnots. All right, I am going to switch over the screen to us playing on Board Game Arena. And I am just getting ready to start the game. And we're all here. We don't. I don't have the clock on us tonight, Riley.
Oh, good. Oh,
that was stressful the other night. That was stressful.
But I did see some people go over the clock, and it didn't really matter. It just went into like negative time.
No,
so
I think it only really matters if you're playing live and you don't know the people, and
Oh, okay.
they can like kick you out of the game if you're taking too long on your turns or something like that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Hasn't happened to me because I haven't really been playing with. I've only been playing with like people I kind of know, and on
Yeah.
here.
That's what I do.
Yes.
Do you, Alex, have you played much on BGA, and do you ever play with strangers?
I play a lot on BGA. I think I have enough to be in the alpha group, which you need to have like
Oh, wow.
600 plays of 50 different games or something to that effect. But I play with like 3 guys exclusively, just the 3 of us always playing a variety of games together.
Oh, okay. Cool. That's awesome.
I did join the Nerd Shelves YouTube channel. They have a Discord where they have a bunch of BGA tournaments. I started joining those. Those have been super fun to play with random people as well.
Nice. That's cool.
Yeah,
But it's like people you can trust, at least to some extent.
Yeah. And that's important.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I've thought about getting a Discord thing going up just to organize plays, but the Board Game Hot Takes, I'm part of the Board Game Hot Takes BGA community, and there's a lot of people in there always willing to get some games going.
Yeah.
Board Game Hot Takes have a BGA group that I'm always seeing requests for games pop up.
Like, quite frequently.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm into the game right now, and I'm already saying that, wow, this thing is lovely to look at.
I know. What a beautiful implementation.
And looks like we are choosing our up to 5 cards to keep. And of course, the cards you keep, you have to pay for out of the food that was given to you at the beginning of the game. If I'm remembering how to play Wingspan quickly. I realize that it's probably been about a month since I've last played Wingspan. So how was what's everybody's experience with Wingspan? Fairly comfortable with the game?
Yeah, I've played it quite a bit. My wife and I really like it. This is actually one of the inspirations for a segment in my podcast for Ridiculous Themes. So I love this game.
And Alex?
I have a grand total of 11 plays, 1 within the last 6 months. I also keep stats. But I'm pretty good at remembering rules because I'm the person who explains the rules in my group.
Okay, I'm trying to look at here. Okay, now here's the question. How many of these birds am I going to keep?
A bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah, what's your general strategy with this? We're playing on friendly mode, which I don't have. Either of you ever played on the competitive mode?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to say that I have. And we have Ian the Cool 2000 coming into the chat here. Says, get the Sandhill Crane card. I don't know what that means. I don't have the Sandhill Crane card in my hand, so I'll try my darndest. But this one looks like would be a pretty decent one to grab, and also this one. I think those would be okay.
I don't know.
Oh,
Second guess it.
I don't know, Yogi. Whoops, that's not the one. I want to discard that one and that one.
I'm always so happy when a BGA implementation has an undo button.
Oh, right.
It's like, click which one you want to discard or which one do you want to keep.
Yeah,
heaven forbid I read.
But then you play something that doesn't have an undo, and you just misread
it's
something,
just
and you're like,
infuriating.
what?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was very confusingly written.
And confirm. Okay.
So we
awesome.
kept 3 and kept 2. All right.
Oh yeah, like you can see it on the side there. And it looks like Alex is our first player.
Oh no. I'm going to play a bird card. Because that seems reasonable.
Ian the bird says 2 birds, 3 food is the way to go.
Oh, I've already messed up.
I usually have like no general strategy to this game. I just like doing. I just enjoy it for what it is.
Yeah, I usually do pretty well, but I'm also relatively, because I'm usually the one teaching it, and this is kind of a heavy teach sometimes. Like, it's one of those ones where people get frustrated throughout, and then they finish it. You finish scoring, and they're like, "That was really fun. I can't wait to play this again." You're like, "It didn't seem like you had fun, but great. I'm glad in the end you realized." Let's see.
I got the yellow-bellied sapsucker.
Where is the... Oh, right there. Okay.
I love bird names.
Right? Kind of makes me wish I kind of taught a little bit of biology when you have to do the do the unit on like classifications of different species. I think it'd be a lot of fun. I just kind of wanted to learn about it again. Oh, look at that! Oh, that was a cute bird. I want to go back. What?
The cerulean warbler.
Yeah, look at that guy. Oh, he's so cute.
I need to draw 2 and then choose one to keep.
Oh, it's already going for some bonus cards.
Yeah, right. What a smart play at the beginning of the game to just be like, yeah, I'm going to commit to another thing.
I mean, you don't just stumble around blindly like the rest of us.
Oh, here's a cool fact. Ian here says, I had yellow-bellied sapsuckers on my deck this summer.
Ooh.
Where you're on your deck, where is your deck located?
Behind the house.
I was going to say, is this at a cabin or is that at your house? I also have to ask, I'm pretty sure this is Ian, like Ian of Cardboard Conjecture fame and good friend of the show. I think we're waiting for Riley to confirm.
Oh my gosh. Gotta confirm. Okay, but that's another thing I like when games do is they just give you like the 8-second timer. So that if you like, I didn't see I needed to confirm. I hit confirm on my action, right? Like,
so it sounds like this one needs that like, remember some games have like a little toggle where you can say, hey, can you always just like auto confirm for me or something like that?
I wonder if there is something. I'll check the game settings right now.
Oh yeah, Ian says I don't have a cabin, and he says these sapsuckers have weird long tongues. And I don't think I've ever seen one up close. Or I really don't pay attention to birds, actually, all that much. If you're just watching, Ian, well, you should have let me know. You could have jumped on the game, too. We've had a nice little 4-player game going on here.
Yeah.
What do I need to do here? I want to put this bird into play now.
I imagine that this will play faster than if we played in person. But I'm interested to see. I mean, assuming people remember to confirm their turn is over, I guess. Whatever.
Oh, right. I can't. If I was playing in person, I would have known that I couldn't play that card there because I don't have any eggs.
Yeah.
Rules always get in the way of a good time.
What? What is this? Okay.
The literal worst.
Okay, so I will do that and that. Oh, that's really cool that they just kind of randomly give you these different colors of eggs.
All right, let's rock this.
There should be a toggle to get us like those nicely like speckle colored. The speckle colored.
Oh, that'd
eggs.
be awesome. We bought those for sure.
We totally around like Easter time when they're relatively available, we play with the mini eggs, the Cadbury mini eggs. So
Yeah,
it
I did
says,
that once.
yeah.
it says pay the eggs, and you just consume them. You sit there slowly getting diabetes as you're playing the game.
That's perfect. It's the way you want to play.
This is the only way. Oh, yeah. Yeah, highly recommend if you've out there if you've never tried playing this game without the little chocolate eggs, definitely try. But then you'll play a game once and you'll forget that you don't have the chocolate eggs and you'll try eating one.
That's whenever I play this with family, and like my nieces and nephews are around, I always have to be super watchful. And because I've caught them like picking it up and putting it towards their mouth, and it's just like no. And of course, I'm the one that has to watch for that.
Yes. Confirm.
So, do you guys play with the expansions?
I haven't.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've played with the European
Mm-hmm.
expansion a few times, but I have not played with Oceania yet.
Oh, Oceania is the one that adds the new player mat, right? And the berries and
Yes.
or not berries, the
Nectar?
nectar. Thank you. Yeah.
And what else was it? A friend of the show, Dave, from the Board on the Air radio show, contributes to what you've been playing Wednesdays. Got a really stupid, really good a good deal on the neoprene mats, and he ordered just like a whole bunch of them. So I got like a full 5-player play set of these neoprene mats that are double-sided with the original and with the Oceania board on the other side. Oh, they're absolutely gorgeous. And
That's
I have to thank Dave for thinking of me when he got that awesome deal. Okay.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out wording here. Got it though.
I need cards, I think, now. I'm all out of cards.
I'm all out of cards. So lost without you.
Bust it, Riley.
And this could have that high part where it goes does the I'm not even gonna attempt to do that. That would be painful for everybody.
I'm waiting for it. I've got
You could totally see a bird singing that part.
Yeah. You have to resolve the melody. You can't just leave it halfway.
I got my thumb on your volume so I can adjust it if need be. Oh, it's my turn. Okay, I guess that's a thing. I need to draw bird cards, please. And
I think that the Oceania expansion is my favorite. Like the player mat on that one is way better than this one. I feel like this one has some kind of slow progress, and then the Oceania one fixes a lot of that.
So have you played with both expansions?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So one of my favorite aspects in a lot of games actually is having that positive player interaction. So in this game, it's the birds with the pink banners, I think.
Oh, yeah.
In between turns, if someone does something, you get a benefit. I really, really enjoy those. Do any of the expansions expand on that or offer more things that happen between your turns?
Yeah, I think they both did. I think both had quite a bit of pink.
I want to say the European expansion really kind of upped a little bit more of the interaction.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and because what was that one? Yeah, that one had some ones that were during another player's turn.
Mm-hmm.
If they roll the dice, then you get, and they roll this, then you get this. Whatever. I'm trying to think and play at the same time. I am obviously not good at that.
We're so good at that, Riley, on our regular nights with David and Tim.
Oh yeah.
The first,
especially I'm always the longest player. I take the longest time. So,
but we're always chit chatting, and you can go back on and look back on the streams where we probably had the longest game of the Castles of Burgundy ever to play. That game was
Yeah.
it was like 2.5 hours long, but I think we just got caught up in the talking because our game of Blood Rage went as long as a game of Castles of Burgundy.
Well, and, there was the Game Found campaign running during then, so we were talking about a lot of that stuff and getting distracted with the new things,
the new shinies.
Yeah, which I every time somebody brings up Castles of Burgundy, I'm just like, oh, like I'm really excited that I've never owned it, right? Like I'm excited to finally get it, but who knows when that'll actually be. Well, Awakened Realms is pretty decent, right? At delivering on time.
I would say my experiences with Awakened Realms and the way that they run their projects, they're pretty close to their estimated timelines.
Nice.
And they are actually excellent at communicating their stuff here. Okay, I need to pick some.
Yeah, they've got their new Tainted Grail that started today or yesterday. Started this week, I think.
Yeah, and I insta-backed it.
Oh, nice.
So how many games a year do you roughly back?
This year it's been quite a bit less. The past 2 years, I think I backed about 12 or 13 each year. It's roughly been about like one a month.
That makes me feel better. I'm probably I'm like maybe 6 to 8, maybe.
But this year it's been significantly, like, I don't think I've, like, we're in September, end of September here. I don't think that I've backed 9 games. I'm pretty sure of it. I should actually go on Kickstarter right now and just check that out. Oops. Now here I am, the one that says confirm.
Whew, boo, boo. It's a little bit strange playing this on here because there's, I'm so used to playing it in person and having physical reminders of certain things.
Right. Like I had to check, like, how many more actions do I have this round? And I had to kind of look around here and like, oh, right, 3. There's 3 more now.
What food do I have? Oh, there. That's where I see it.
Yeah, that's the downside of playing digitally. I know if Ian is still listening, it drives him nuts when we play Terra Mystica on here because he loves to plan out his turns and he needs to have those physical components to make sure that I have exactly enough to know what I have to do. I just joked if we play Terra Mystica on Board Game Arena that he should actually just have his physical components out with him on the table as he's playing.
I mean, I do that for chess. Like, I play chess against one of my work colleagues, but on my table out in the living room, I have a chess set up because it's hard to visualize a few turns ahead without that physical board.
I could see that.
Yeah.
I know Adam on Board Game Hot Takes, they were talking about their recent play of Barrage, and they were doing it online, and he had set it up in person, like next to him. So they were playing online, and he would like do the moves on his board. I think just so that he could, play with the pretty components.
That's beautiful. That's awesome. I haven't done that while playing a Board Game Arena game. I haven't done that yet. Mainly because I probably shy away from a lot of the bigger games. Like the bigger games I've played on stream here, but I like to play lots of the small, quicker games. Now, I can't remember when it's actually I can't imagine when does the big box of Wingspan. I gotta say that's coming.
It's soon. It's quite soon.
Yeah, I mean, they had their white sample. That was months and months ago.
Yeah. Okay,
I wonder if it'll come out around the same time or either a little bit before or a little after the Asia expansion.
Well, I think it comes a lot. The nesting box comes with the Asia expansion.
Oh,
And
like
so-
you think you can buy them together type thing?
Oh,
Well, so
kind of like what they did with the viticulture.
Yeah, so I bought that as a gift for a friend, and yeah, Viticulture World was inside the wine crate box.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Stonemaier says early Q4 2022, and the first printing of the nesting box will contain Wingspan Asia.
Okay, that's good to know. That's really good to know.
So if you want a storage solution and a expansion all in one go.
Nice. I kind of like
Yeah,
that.
I will
And
definitely do that.
I was also pumped to hear that for the folks that got those neoprene mats, that there's going to be room, that there's going to be room inside that box if you have the neoprene mats.
Yeah,
well,
and same with the like upgraded, food components.
Oh, we got Ian asking here, what is a nesting box? And the nesting box is going to be a big box storage solution, a la what like Stonemaier Games likes to do. Like they have their Scythe legendary box that holds all the stuff. Now they have the Viticulture wine crate that holds all the stuff. And now Wingspan is going to get a big box that you can store all of the expansion material inside of one thing. Because if you try storing all of the expansions just in the base box right now, it's tight.
Yeah. I'm curious what they'll do for like the bird card holder, right? Because right now I've got 2 of them, right? Ocean, or did the European one come with one? One of them came with, or did they both come with ones? I think only one came with one. But now I've got 2 of these plastic things that I really only need one, and I don't want to.
Right.
But all the cards don't fit in one, so it's a problem.
Ian says, well, you do love buying empty boxes. Guilty, but I always fill them up. With all their lovely stuff. I'm a sucker for always getting the big box to store everything in, especially if it has a storage like solution, like it has like nice trays or organizers or something along those lines. Oh gosh, we're already into round 2. Okay.
I know that like flew by.
Okay. I guess I got some points.
I literally did not look at what our round
No, me neither.
bonuses were. Oh
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's fine. You're doing well.
I was like,
I'm honestly not doing. Oh wait, which color am I? I'm purple.
Okay.
Yes, I did bad.
Okay, so what's this round? Eggs in the forest. Looks
Hey, all right. Okay.
Eggs in the forest. Oh, I'm already doing pretty good on that. Nice. Oh, and it's my turn. Shoot.
Yeah, I had an interesting discussion on Twitter the other day about should a big box be just a storage solution, or should it come with everything in the product line?
Right, I remember
Like,
that.
Thinking about Ultimate Railroads versus the nesting box, which way do you go?
You see, and I can't remember. I think I chimed in on this one because I think there's really like there's the 2 schools. There's 2 schools of thought when it comes to the big boxes. I'm trying to talk and do my turn here at the same time.
It's hard.
It's so hard. Draw a card, confirm. I think we arrived at the conclusion that I think like a big box should be just like the empty storage solution in my mind, and then like a ultimate edition or something like that is like a big box with all of the currently released things, with the plan that there's going to be no more released things afterwards.
What is it? Dominion has said this is the last expansion for 16 expansions.
Oh, we should ask Ian. I think Ian collects a lot of Dominion, but he does have a very nice like wooden crate that he has all of his cards organized into. It's quite impressive. I'm usually Mr. Expansion, and I only just own Dominion just base game. I don't have any of the Dominion expansions, and I am Mr. Expansion. I buy expansions like up the wazoo. Like I've got big massive storage crates back behind me of Marvel Champions and Arkham Horror the card game.
I just got the base set of Arkham Horror the card game.
Yay!
I picked it up used from a friend, and I opened it up for the first time the other day, and it looks neat.
I'm very biased because it's my favorite game of all time, but it does provide a pretty cool experience.
Mm-hmm.
It does provide.
Do you play it solo or with a co-op with a friend?
I've mainly played solo, and like 90% of the time it's like solo with 2 characters.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've played a few times with Riley, just over like video conferencing software.
Nice.
I won't say their names out loud on the screen. But yeah, I don't think it has too much going on that you can't do the two-handed. It's quite it's quite manageable.
Good.
It's not too bad. It's not like other games that are doing two-handed could get kind of heavy.
Right.
Like Spirit Island, I love. That's my number 1 game, and I was thinking about playing a two-handed thing because I just got the New Horizons, but I worry that I don't know. It's hard to like think as 2 different spirits and separate that and look at your hand and decide what's going to do that, and then like combo off each other. It's weird to me.
Yeah, one spirit's going to go fast, and the other one's going to go slow, and
yeah,
it's a lot to think about. I've only played Spirit Island once, quite some time ago, and I enjoyed it, but I'm also not the biggest fan of big co-ops. Mostly because my friends approach co-ops as like a very good team deduction game, and they want to talk through every possible permutation. And I'm like,
oh gosh,
could you go? Pandemic doesn't take 3 hours, guys.
That's very fair.
So fair. I think I've only ever just played Spirit Island just solo. I never tried just handling 2 spirits. I've only ever played it solo. What do they call that? True solo? I don't know. Something solo.
Yeah.
Solo 1 spirit.
You've never done it just once? Sorry, I was focused on my...
Sorry, I've only just played it with just 1 spirit.
Oh, yeah. That's how I do it every time. Like,
have you picked up Riley yet? Have you picked up the new version?
Yeah, I just picked it up. Took it out of the box. I was gonna play it today actually, but ended up getting distracted with other things.
So is it like exactly the same thing as Spirit Island, or is it kind of like a Spirit Island light?
No,
or is it like full out Spirit Island?
It seems, from what I can tell, full out Spirit Island, except for instead of using the player island pieces that you piece together, it's just one board, a folding board, and one side has 3-player, one side has 2-player. And then things are cheaper, right? Like, so you don't have the little minis anymore. You have just cardboard chits.
Right.
Everything's cardboard except for your spirit presence is still wood. And then what was it? This is one thing I'm a little bit bummed about, and if they offer to upgrade, I probably will. But the spirit mats are they're like a little bit of a thicker cardstock, but they're not like the boards like all the other spirits are. So that kind of bothers me a little bit as a collector, as a completionist,
Well, if you combine the sets, like you'll have the boards and then you'll have the not boards.
Yeah. Like somewhat flimsy cardstock.
Okay, so now we got to get after who produces Spirit Island. What's that company?
Greater Than Games.
Okay, so now they're gonna milk some more money out of you, Spirit Island folks,
Oh,
and get the
probably.
upgrade packs and.
Man, see, that's what I'm wondering is because they've got a Kickstarter coming in October for the next expansion, for the nice new expansion, and I'm like, are they going to do the like? Are they going to offer a nicer version of New Horizons with that too, or offer an upgrade pack for that? I would love it if they did, but I would also be like, whoa, I already own it.
What's that noise again? Huh. Yeah, some of these board game companies, I think see us coming a mile away because we're like, of course, if they offer an upgrade pack, I'm pretty sure they'd make a good penny off of the completionists out there of the world.
And I would be happier if they offer the upgrade pack, honestly, because it's like, I don't want to store those new spirits with the old spirits, with the nicer spirits, because they look different, they feel different.
I gotta start playing. Oops, sorry. Go ahead, Alex.
I was just gonna say, and then if you have someone who's new to Spirit Island, you'll be encouraged to give them these easier spirits, but it actually just looks like a slight. Like, oh, here's your poor quality spirit, newbie.
Yeah, like what? Why don't I get to play with one of the nice things?
I want nice things too, guys.
Yeah. It's interesting too because on all of the other spirits on the back side, depending on what you call back, I guess, it has the complexity rating, and on these ones it doesn't, because I think they're all just easy. They're the lowest complexity because it's a Target exclusive. But I love the game. I'm really excited to try it, which is why I think if I'm going to do a 2-spirit game, that's probably the one I should do.
Makes sense.
Ooh, where do I go? There it is. I'm just going to draw one off the top. Okay.
What's your favorite game, Alex?
I waffle between two. It's either Food Chain Magnate or Galaxy Trucker.
So, I have not played either, but I've heard great things about both.
Oh my gosh, Galaxy Trucker is a blast.
It is absolute chaos and it's so much fun. And Food Chain is the complete opposite, where it's no luck, entirely deterministic, like economical food generating bliss. So they're wildly separate, but I love them both so much.
Nice.
I've played Food Chain Magnate a few times with our group, and I always feel like I'm doing pretty well, and then like somebody just comes along and just like points out that I think Ryan's just like a turn behind everybody else.
That's bad.
I was like, I felt like I was doing so good, but oh man, why are you doing all that? And you get that on I can't sell any I can't sell any of my things because everybody beat me to it. It's actually pretty cool. It's a pretty cool experience.
It's rad. It sucks being a turn behind because that last turn, the game lasts 10 rounds, and up until round 7, you might earn $5. Mm-hmm. Then the last couple rounds is like $100, $300, $500. It ramps up. So being a turn behind is painful.
Yeah. Oh, it always feels that way. Now, Galaxy Trucker though, that one's just a plain old hoot.
That's so much fun.
It's chaos. It's like real time constructing a spaceship. And until and then there's a mechanism of like turning over a timer so that it puts a clock on everybody to finish up their ship, and then they actually have to take the ship out on a space run of like trying to collect goods and dodge asteroids and encounter pirates. And you just try to cross the finish line with somewhat of a ship left over.
Oh yeah. Is that the one that they do like a nice new version or like updated art?
It's not a nice new version. It is like a smaller, slightly cheaper version, I think. A little bit updated art, but it's just kind of a smaller, more friendly way to get into it. I do not feel compelled to replace my existing edition.
That makes a lot of sense. I mean, why? Yeah, if it's like supposed to be a little bit simpler or a little easier to get into,
Yeah.
and you're already into it, like why get it?
Unless they start coming out with new expansions, which then
Oh yeah,
I'll have to.
you'll be trapped. Yeah,
Yeah, like
that's how they get you.
what am I supposed to do? Not play with new toys? Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the Marvel Champions, did you just get the base game? Are you planning on getting more? Or
Arkham Horror?
oh, Arkham Horror. You did
Yeah.
Arkham Horror.
Yeah,
My
Arkham Horror.
bad.
I'll see how I like the game. I haven't played any LCG before, so I don't know how compelled I'll be to pick up expansions. I'll say something that my love language is discovery. I almost always prefer to buy a whole new game other than adding an expansion to an existing game.
Okay.
That's just who I am.
That makes sense. Yeah. Totally valid.
I'm kind of at that mindset right now too. Is getting expansions to currently own things and get through this massive pile of like almost 400 games behind me, type thing. Just try to get back to some repeat plays.
Yeah, it's a challenge.
Oh my gosh, I know, because the FOMO hits me hard. The FOMO hits me hard quite a bit. This seems like that this is clipping along pretty good. I like this.
Yeah, I do too. I enjoy being able to look at all of your boards pretty quickly.
Oh right, I haven't looked at anybody's boards lately. What's everybody else doing?
Speaking of.
Okay. What's my goal again? What's my card? Uh-oh. What is this thing? Oh.
I am really enjoying this Song Sparrow that I can keep moving around.
Oh, that one is so great.
Songs.
As long as you play it right.
Yeah, I keep on getting like the one level up card, the action. I like it.
Yeah.
Oh, if this bird is on the right of all of the other birds, move it to another habitat. Oh, that is fantastic.
Until I pin it, and then it can't move anymore, and then it's useless. But it's helping.
Just don't do that.
Just don't do that.
Easy.
Easy peasy. We're getting down to her. I should probably this turn I'll probably lay some eggs, I think. Because we can earn a maximum. So whoops. Reset. I can go like that. No. This way. That's what I want to do. And I guess I'll start putting. Oh my gosh, what are these? I'm going to actually start looking ahead to some goals.
Don't do it, Ryan.
Don't give in. Don't give in. Oh, I have to lay another egg? Nice. Perfect. Confirm. Okay, this game really needs an auto confirm.
Yeah. Ooh, let's see.
Though, like we just said, it is nice. It is nice to ask, "Hey, are you sure that's your move? Are you sure that's your total move?"
So if you click the three lines in the top right, there is a confirm step option where you can change it to be always, end of turn, bird feeder only, or never. So you can turn that off.
Oh, there it is. Confirm step. End of turn only. That's what I wanted. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. And then a reset. It reloaded the game.
Refresh your page. Yeah.
It refreshes the page. There we go. Ah. I don't know how much that's actually going to help me.
Let's say a lot.
The Dark-Eyed Junko. See,
Nice.
that's what I like about these bird names. Some of them are like the dark-eyed junco. Meanwhile, there's like the boring arse Canadian goose. The Canada goose.
The Canadiana goose, eh?
Canadiana. Speaking of Canadian goose, I'm gonna play Canadian goose. Friggin' jerk bird.
Geese are never nice.
We have the Saskatoon Zoo. They refer to it as the forestry farm here, and it is like consistently overrun by geese. Consistently, our youngest loves to chase them, and freaks out when they chase him back.
I think it's called natural consequences.
Yes. Hey, buddy, remember when? They don't like that. Okay, let's just get some new cards for the next round, I think. And what do we got in the tray here? Ooh, the red-bellied woodpecker. That seems pretty nice. But we will grab one of you. And I will draw a card off the top. And then... Ooh, I can hunt. Did I roll? Okay. I can... Yeah, let's tuck this one. Whoops. And then I will draw one. There we go.
The hunting one is one of my least favorite.
Yeah. Oh, I just drew the card that is the box cover of the game.
Ooh, that means you win, right?
Flycatcher. I win. That's the auto win card. Oh, Brian Chandler is joining in. Says,
Brian!
Hey, y'all, can't stay long, but great to see you playing Wingspan. It's always a good night when you get to play Wingspan. Thanks for coming by, Brian. Do you get to play a lot of Wingspan, Brian?
What is a lot? Can you quantify that for me?
Once a year.
Then
in board game terms, a lot means that's actually should be a great Twitter poll question. Tim,
that would be
Tim from the Board Game Hot Takes. Can you put this as a poll, please? Quantify a lot in board game terms.
Oh man, I am not gonna do well here, but whatever. We'll figure it out.
Brian says he doesn't get to play it often, but he mostly plays solo.
I've heard the solo is really fun. I've never tried it.
Yeah, I haven't tried the solo mode on this one either. But I guess it's worth... I guess it could be worth a shot.
Yeah, I have a hard time because, like, if I'm going to play a solo game, then I want to do, like, Spirit Island or Marvel Champions. You know, like, something a little more exciting thematically for me.
Right. And does does Kim like to play Wingspan?
Yeah. Kimmy likes playing Wingspan, so we'll play it together. And
so it makes sense if you're going to bust out Wingspan, you may as well just play with her too.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just, I think I'm in the same boat too. If we're going to play Wingspan, that might, like, my wife, Jen, will most likely play with me.
Yeah, it just makes sense. Like, why would I don't think I've ever played without. This is my first time playing without her, actually. And she was, yeah. Oh no. She would have joined had we either started later or if she didn't have work tomorrow. She's a teacher as well. Mm-hmm. Doesn't operate as well as you as without sleep.
Yeah, I go to bed late and I wake up early and I'm insane for it. Brian did say, he says he did get to edit and proofread the newest Asia expansion, so probably jump into that one
that's right.
when it's released. We were just talking about that, and the nesting box that's coming
Yeah.
shortly here.
So excited for that nesting box. So excited for more content. I'm wondering if they'll add any more kind of components or anything to it, like if it'll just be cards or if they'll give us some new dice or new, like I don't know. Brian knows. None of us know, I
Oh
think.
gosh, we're already back into round 3 now.
Yeah.
And let's take a look at the scores here. They're looking pretty tight. Alex has got the slim lead of 30 points to my 28 to Riley's 26. So it's
2 points.
It's anybody's game until this round.
It's all thanks to my pygmy nuthatch. It's gonna win me the game.
Pygmy
Riding him to victory.
Where is I gotta find this card here. The pygmy. Where is it? Oh, there it is.
Top left.
Yeah. Oh, I've seen this bird before. I think quite up at our lake.
Oh, nice.
I've seen this one. I'm pretty sure of it. It looks very, very familiar. Okay, what do I get to do on my turn here? I have a bunch of cards.
So much.
I've never been to a lake in Saskatchewan.
They are quite lovely. I've only ever been to one, and that's the lake that my parents have a cabin at. It's called Chittick Lake, and it's very beautiful up there. Very, very beautiful. They have a cabin there that's older than me, so it's the only lake that I've ever known. And
Brian said he knows and he cannot say. You can't. Why can't you just break it to everybody here?
That's right.
Yeah, this is definitely not being recorded and not going to be on YouTube later.
No.
We didn't tag the publisher in the announcement. And
a Mista Rau exclusive. Hook Ryan up. Come on.
Hook a brother up.
Just kidding, Brian. Don't do it.
I'm a bad influence on a lot of people.
Let's see.
But that expansion can't be too. If I remember seeing the last Stonemaier email, I want to say that it's not that far away.
I think it's supposed to be by the end of the year, right?
Yeah.
I know pre-order is in November, and I think on average it takes about a month from pre-order date to delivery.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So we're probably estimating Christmas season, just after Christmas season. Try to get it out before Chinese New Year.
Yeah.
I didn't even say that. I'm wearing my Stonemaier shirt tonight.
Oh, hey.
It's also the only orange shirt I own, and it's a very big week across many Canadian provinces where we're celebrating truth and reconciliation and working towards mending our relationships with the Indigenous people of our lands.
Nice.
Mainly because of the travesty that was discovered out in BC that really started everything when they found the unmarked graves of the children of the residential school system. And so this week kind of really marks that, and it's capped off at the very end of this week is it's a federal holiday now of recognizing truth and reconciliation.
That's really cool. Yeah, we've got. I was wondering actually about that in other countries, what they've got for because we have what used to be called Columbus Day, and now I call it Indigenous Peoples Day, and as someone who's part Indigenous, I love that day. I get to cook some food that my tribe used to make, and just enjoy memories.
So, what kind of food?
Read some stories. I don't use some of the stuff, like using bison, because bison isn't. It's okay. I'll eat it on occasion, but I replace it with that. But we do a kind of a wrap. So I'll go and get some bread wrap or a croissant almost, and then wrap some meat and some corn and veggies in there, different veggies. It's delicious. Some
nice.
Spices. Yeah.
I'm salivating like listening to it.
I'm so excited. I don't know why I don't make it more because I love it, but it's kind of a process, I guess. So it's kind of sad though, because there's like that, the genocide of my people, and then my wife is Armenian, and there's the Armenian genocide. And so when there's that remembrance for that, we go over to her family's house and do Armenian meat pies, which are very different from what you would expect. And those are amazing. So it's like I get to eat these delicious food once a year.
Beauty.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out I'm not just chatting. I'm trying to figure out my cards.
Is Armenian pies kind of like Turkish pies?
I don't know, actually. But they do like sorry. You may discard one. Oh, okay, there we go.
I'm trying to distract you from your turn.
I was so confused why it wasn't updating to the next ability because I forgot I was on that part. So re-roll those. Yes.
Yes. Always feels good.
See.
I played my scissor-tailed flycatchers, so I'm just letting you know that you guys don't stand a chance now in this game.
You took the lead.
Oh, did I? Oh, ever so slightly. I always forget. I always have to look it up whenever we play, because we only play like maybe once a month, maybe once. The end of game scoring, it's like eggs on cards and tucked cards and catched food on cards.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And then whatever your end game cards are.
Yep.
Is there anything else?
The points that you get from the round trackers, and then whatever points are on your birds.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
Which I think that our points, I think it's keeping track of our bird points along the side here. And I think it's also awarding us our end of round points.
Oh, that makes sense. I was going to say, because I'm at 10, 15, 18, 0, 22, 26, as well as the eggs and then tucked cards.
Is it keeping track of those as well right now?
I think so, because that adds up to 26 for me. But then I've got my hidden objectives and whatnot.
Right.
Which I don't know if that'll make up. I don't know how I feel about that. Part of the fun for me is having
it's the
solid
reveal.
idea.
It's the reveal at the end. Is that... No, I didn't see that when I was setting up the game. There wasn't... Usually sometimes there's an option where you can have like the hidden scoring versus the public scoring.
Yeah. That would be nice. I would love hidden scoring because I think that's part of the fun is the big reveal.
It is. It is. Okay. I'm not sure if I'm ever going to get that. Oh no, I need some food. Let's get some food.
Oh yeah, so the Armenian meat pies are like a very flat bread that they make. A lot of like ground peppers, tomatoes, tomato sauce, and then lamb, which lamb is probably my favorite meat. So actually, I think I might do that for my my Native American food, for my pockets. I don't know what I call them. Jeez, now I can't even think of the name. My meat pockets.
Now I'm just thinking of this weird skit that a coworker of mine showed me. Is about this guy that broke into a bank, but he only broke into the bank to use their microwave because he wanted to warm up a hot pocket.
That's awesome.
And they're interviewing him afterwards, and they said, "What was it? Was it worth it?" And he gives this dumbfounded look on his face, like they asked like the stupidest question in the history of the world. He says, "For a hot pocket, hell yeah." I'm sorry, Ryan. That's what your when your meat pockets came out.
That's perfect. That's exactly what it is.
For a hot pocket? Hell yeah.
That is 100% accurate.
Okay, now I want to find that skit, and I'm gonna send it to you
Send it
guys.
to us.
Send it to you later.
Oh my gosh.
I'm pretty sure if you just like Googled like hot pocket arrest or something like that. But you have to watch it for it's just the face he makes. Like they asked him the stupidest question in the world. Like, yeah.
Like,
yeah, I broke into a bank for a hot pocket.
Of course.
Of course.
Like, you haven't? Come on.
Oh, okay. Okay, I am going to play a bird card. And I will choose this bird. Sure. And yep, confirm cost. And I get to draw some more cards. So what do I want?
I have not even seen any options for me to get the bird of this next nest type. I will not be scoring round bonuses. As well as water birds. I have not been picking up any water birds. So round 4, not set up there either.
Sorry, Riley. I've been drawing a few water birds.
That's okay. It doesn't fit with my goals. Is the main
Oh yeah.
The cards that pop up just don't work for what my secret goal is. But is it worth sacrificing these round ones for this? I don't know.
I guess it's all that this game has that thing about the massive stack of cards and trying to find synergies amongst cards.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like what is it? Like Terraforming Mars has that thing. Arc Nova has that thing. The big stack of cards, and you're trying to find your synergies.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, and that's actually my big complaint about both of those games is sometimes you get dealt a hand of cards, or you start off on a synergy, and then the cards don't show up.
They just don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. My big challenge with both those games is that also your ability to draw more cards to try to find your synergies is quite limited.
Yes.
Unlike something like Race for the Galaxy, which is also a lot of cards, but you can draw tons if that's what you really put your mind to.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's even just like one of the actions is just like to look at a whole bunch of cards and just like pick one or two.
Keep one.
Yeah.
Yep. That's my feelings.
Yeah, and I guess this game, there's lots of opportunities to draw cards. Like you could just sit there for like half a turn or half a round, just grab up a whole bunch of cards and pray for and hope for the best.
Yeah, it's definitely not a bad strategy necessarily.
I just haven't come across cards where I can get more bonus cards for the end. But for a hot pocket, that's gonna be my thing now here.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Oh man, this is already turn. Oh my gosh, this game's gonna be over.
I know we have. Well, you have 2 more rounds or turns, but I have 1. Oof.
Okay. And what was the goal? Oh my gosh, I don't have it.
To have those.
What's it called? I call it the bacon nest because it looks like bacon.
That's exactly what it is. Yes.
It's the bacon nest.
Stick nest.
I wouldn't dare correct that.
Okay, I shall just.
I mean, at least you have the wild nests. Like I haven't even been able to grab those up.
I just haven't been able to collect the right. What's in the bird feeder right now? Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, let's just grab some food then. And
this is actually one of the points where playing the friendly version is nicer than the competitive version, because if you just have 2 birds and both your opponents only have 1, you're getting the full points for that category.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Oh my gosh, you're rich in food.
I know, but the wrong kind of food.
Yeah. You can always turn 2 food into 1 food, right?
Oh, no, I forgot about that rule.
Surprise!
Oh, I think I can get this one other bird down then. One of my favorite birds as a kid, actually.
Oh, the loon.
Oh, yeah, there's those too, the ones that keep you up at night at Chittick Lake.
Oh, yeah.
But I have the great horned owl. I loved looking at that at the zoo when I was a kid. They had 3 or 4 of them in their enclosure, and I always thought they looked so cool. They always looked so angry, and I for some reason just liked that. What's his ability even? Oh, he tucks a card if it's under a certain size. Makes sense.
Start killing birds.
Oh, looks like I haven't been paying attention to the chat. Looks like Seth came in here. Well, everybody's heard about the bird. Bird's the word. Stop.
Oh, bird. Ah, bird is the word.
Bird. Bird. Have
you heard about the word? That's the second time I'll be singing that tonight.
I have a funny story about that song as well. After I take my turn, I'm going to tell it because I think I can play. Do I have enough food? 2 food for 1? Oh, yeah. I can definitely do it now. But I think I'll get this one down first. Into this habitat. And I will choose that egg. I've been playing down some really big point birds. It's been my thing to go to. With the bird the word, way back at the very beginning of my teaching career when I was a substitute teacher, I got to substitute teach in a kindergarten classroom for a day. And the craziness of that day was, at the very end of the day, when their kids are getting ready to go out onto the bus, the teacher left a plan that you always sing them a song. And I was like, I don't know any songs, but I had just watched that Family Guy episode where the bird, the word was a highlight of that episode. So you know what? I'm going to teach this group of like 4 and 5-year-olds. The bird is the word song. And the bus driver would not talk to me for like the rest of the semester. Because I got them all hyper up on this song, and I guess they sang it on the bus ride to all of their destinations across the countryside.
Oh my gosh. You monster.
Unintentionally. Unintentional monster moment.
It is a song that just like gets in your head, and then whenever you hear like, probably because of this experience, now I'm reminded of it. If I hear the word bird for the rest of the week, I'll just be like, oh, bird.
Bird's the word. Oh, my mow, mow, wow, my mow.
Oh my gosh.
It just keeps going.
It does. Yeah. You think it's over, and then it turns to gibberish. Then he had a stroke and just kept recording.
Oh my gosh. Oh no. Okay. What?
I don't normally even pay attention to the point value of the birds I play, weirdly enough. And I usually do fairly well. I'm more focused on like my goals and the round goals, which does not reflect in this game because I cannot get around. I can't get the round goals this time for the life of me. It's killing me.
Oh, no. Thanks that Alex reminded me of that one rule. I can get my great horned owl played.
Nice.
Nice. That would have been a great one for last round. It's the right nest.
Yeah, it's the everything. Right nest. Yes. Because what happened last round? I got 2 points. Oh, because I had my wild. I had my wild nest. Oh my gosh, I got that. Thanks, thanks, Seth, for coming in. Surfing Bird. Oh, it's a song that just keeps giving. Because of copy, I wish I could. I wish I could have the licenses that I could actually play music, like actual like licensed music on the streams. I would totally cue that up right now.
Oh my goodness, no.
What happened?
I was trying to draw from the deck and just did not draw what I wanted. Ugh.
Yeah, it's not going to end well.
It's one of those things where, you have certain strategies and you have to adapt, but sometimes the cards for your goals just won't come. There's nothing you can do about that.
Seth just keeps posting like laughing faces in the chat. Well, I'm glad we can provide a little bit of entertainment this evening to somebody.
Another Family Guy moment where he's playing the guitar and he's doing Rock Lobster. That's another favorite one of mine, because I just love when he does it like, Rock Lobster! It's my favorite. He does like a face to it.
I haven't seen this show in what seems like many, many years. But just there's some of these moments that you just I can't recall. Sometimes I can't even recall what I ate for breakfast that morning, but I can remember some of these Family Guy and Simpson quotes. Quotes from like those early years.
Yeah.
From the 90s, yeah.
Claim to fame is that there was a Simpsons trivia night here in Saskatoon a number of years ago, and no team stood a chance against us. There was three out of the 5 rounds we got a perfect score.
Nice.
On those, there's like we just don't even like boo earns.
Every time somebody says boo, she's like, I was saying boo earns.
Right? Oh my gosh. Okay, let's get some food again. What's all in the bird feeder? Couple
it's so satisfying to go to a trivia night and to do really well.
Yes.
Because going to a trivia night and not knowing the topic, it feels like I'm back in high school and I didn't study for the test.
Yep.
I went to a Lord of the Rings trivia, and the first half was the books and the second half was the movies, or the Hobbit movies. And the first half, my team got 100%. Second half, we got like 2 questions right.
Oh.
It was bad.
Yeah, our demise on that Simpsons trivia night was the last category was some very obscure movie references that we didn't actually know the titles of any of these movies that the Simpsons were actually referring to, or like making like poking fun at or drawing inspiration from. None of us could actually think about what the movie titles were. Like, oh, that's that movie. We don't know what it's called.
You know.
Yeah, you know
that movie.
One. That movie. Seth says he likes the dancing lobster.
Me too. It's so good.
Rock lobster, so good. Oh man, we're getting down to the nitty gritty, aren't we here?
3 rounds left.
Oh my gosh. I don't know what your and can I see how many? Oh yeah, you guys each have 2 end goal cards.
Mm-hmm.
To my 1. Oh my gosh, and Alex has got 12 eggs.
I'm egg happy.
Look at all those eggs. populating all the little birds.
Do you buy eggs in less than a dozen?
Love it. You gotta get the baker's dozen, though.
Oh, it's not. Oh, do I do skip remaining?
Actually, not a bad idea for...
Shit, no! Oh, no!
Language,
I just
Ryan.
discarded... Shoot, sorry.
It's still your turn. Can you undo?
No, it's not letting me undo at this point. I just
No.
discarded a card to grab another food, and then I was like, well, you know what? I don't need more food.
Oh, no, yeah.
Oh, is it because you rolled?
Maybe because I rolled.
Oh.
I'm so bummed about that. So I just discarded a card for no reason.
Oh, right, because you could get some food from your other cards.
Yeah, unless it'll let me undo at the very end here, but I think it won't because I... Oh, let's see. Okay. Oh, all right. It's let me undo to the beginning of the feeding phase. Okay, so now I should know at least what I'm doing, so...
Well done.
This should go quick. Do not discard.
Oh, did it even undo the roll?
No, it went back to
Oh.
right after the roll.
Okay. That makes sense then.
Confirm. Oh, that was a scary moment for my play.
Let's just take a look at Riley and Alex's habitats.
Confirm. All right. Whew. Oh my goodness, Ryan, you. This is not a close game at this point.
Like, I've played some big birds. I've played some big points. I got 2 8-point and 1 9-point birds in my... I think that's my claim to fame, because I don't have like very many. I don't have like tucked cards. I don't have catched food. I guess I'm gonna lay some eggs this turn though, because I do need some eggs on these water. I do need some eggs on some of these. Hey, does everybody want a worm?
I'll
Right,
accept
I mean,
it.
Or I can skip it.
I wouldn't say no to a worm.
I'll be friendly. This is a friendly game. Everybody can have a worm. And I can lay an egg on another bird. Cool. Okay. Pretty sure I'm going to have maxed out eggs on the water. That's the...
You just need 5.
Okay. I went overboard. I got 7. I guess if we were playing... That would have been nice for if we're playing competitive.
Yep.
Yeah.
Kind of want to try out the competitive.
It's an interesting spin because it's a lot less of like, hey, I need 5 eggs on this, or like I need 5 cards with this type of nest. It's I just need more than Riley.
Yeah.
I'm actually really enjoying this implementation.
Have you tried the Steam edition?
I have not.
It's fancy.
I actually have it in my wish list, and then I think at one point in time I was going to buy it, and then I saw that it was coming to Board Game Arena, and I was like, "Well, is it gonna be like superiorly different, or is like this Board Game Arena?" I'm enjoying this Board Game Arena implementation.
Yep.
Yeah, this is great.
I think the Steam edition is getting an expansion soon.
Oh, okay.
Good night, Seth.
Good night.
Hey,
Thanks
Seth,
for joining us.
Thanks for joining
us
in.
A good laugh.
I know it's probably about close to 11 o'clock for him in his time zone. I still don't understand time zones. Scheduling things it's usually a nightmare, especially if they are closer to the East Coast.
Oh yeah.
But I think it's in November here that daylight savings time takes into effect, except for in Saskatchewan.
Except for Saskatchewan. You know something's wrong when Saskatchewan is ahead of the rest of the country in abolishing daylight savings time.
It is. Like, Saskatchewan doesn't lead the country in anything. Other than premiers that have been accused or convicted of drunk driving. I said that out loud on air. The bots of the world. Why is it not letting me click things? Why am I not clicking? There we go. Okay, here we just go. I'm just gonna click.
The bots of Scotmo are coming for you.
Do not discard. Everybody gets a worm. Because I'm nice that way.
I lived in Saskatoon for 9 months in 2013, and I worked at a pub, the Rook and Raven downtown.
Yes,
great pub. Absolutely loved my time there. But the amount of drinking and driving that I saw, like people who really should not have been driving, it's a bit obscene.
So that is a category that Saskatchewan like leads like by like large margins across from the country, and I just don't get it. I just don't get it. It's not a good stat to be first in.
It's like Winnipeg has #1 free Slurpee consumption. Like, you guys can take that.
Oh man, does Winnipeg also lead in like sugary
diabetes?
Diabetes.
Yeah, by far.
Plus, Winnipeg is the arch rivals of the Saskatchewan Roughriders.
Mm-hmm. I've been to a few Bombers games. They're super fun.
The past like 4 years, yes, they would have been a lot of fun. They've been crushing everybody.
Yeah.
Well, they got good coaching.
What I found interesting in Winnipeg, I lived in Winnipeg for 5 years, that when I was there, it was just before the Jets came home, but the Bombers weren't doing well, and the Manitoba Moose were mediocre at best, but the Winnipeg Goldeyes, the baseball team, was crushing it, and nobody cared. Like, the Bombers and the Moose had ravenous fan bases, and they were rarely doing well.
That's crazy. Yeah, we just had, well, football's pretty big in Saskatchewan. We had our football day in Saskatchewan just the other weekend because all of the major football teams across Saskatchewan were playing on the same day. It was actually pretty cool. And I think only the University of Saskatchewan Huskies won.
Oh no.
Every other major Saskatchewan football team lost that day.
Womp womp.
Is this my last turn?
This is it. This is the last.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I don't think I can. It's not worth playing that card because
I know that's the hard part. It's like, are eggs going to be better?
I definitely think my eggs at this game, because I only have just this one card in hand, and it ain't gonna get me really any points. And leftover food is not a thing for points. No. So let us. Any birds that can hold some eggs? Yep, sure do. Let's get rid of a food and lay one more. Everybody can have a worm again.
Woo!
Hey.
Hey. And confirm.
And then I will take a quick turn here.
Quick.
Oh, moment of truth. I think I got slaughtered. Oh, confirm first. Yeah. Of course. Here we go. I love when it does this. At least it builds the anticipation of like.
Except my email on my watch just told me who won.
Oh no!
It emails
Don't
a summary
spoil it.
way faster.
Wow, really? It does. Oh,
Yeah.
I should highlight the score pad.
Some bonuses. All right, all right.
You got a ton of eggs.
I had 2 bonus cards and got
Man.
0 points.
Oh,
Yeah.
ouchie. Oh, he got his 7 on that one. 3
Yeah,
on
I
that
could
one.
not get birds with 30 centimeters or less, though. So
Yeah.
That's a third of the deck.
hey,
And just like that.
Hey.
Nice.
Oh man, I like that. That's a good implementation. Very
Oh my gosh,
strong.
Ryan, look at the time. Look at the time the players spent thinking
Where is this?
in the game results. Are you premium?
Oh yeah. Oh, I spent more time than you.
5 seconds more. And then there's Alex, who's like 12 minutes less than both of us.
Oh,
but
gosh.
whatever.
But Alex lost, so you know.
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
thinking time pays off.
Um,
Those 5 seconds more.
We've noticed that too on our other games with Tim. Tim like blazes through his turns. Tim hasn't won very many times on our other show. But
Who? Wait, did he win?
he won Space Base.
Space. Okay,
He
yeah.
won Space Base. Awesome.
He killed us at Space
That was
Base.
really cool.
Yeah, that was great.
This was really fun. Gonna pop on over to the chat window here again. Wow. Okay, I like that. I liked that a lot. Now, Alex, you said you played you've played the digital version, like the Steam
Edition, yeah.
Steam edition. How does it stack up?
I prefer BGA. It feels more like the board game. So if you're familiar with the board game interface, you're like, got it. The Steam edition is a lot more fancy, and like when you play a bird, it plays the bird songs for you, and it's a little bit more like a lot more transitions between things. So that's pretty cool. But if you're looking for a digital analog to the tabletop version, this is the way to go.
Awesome. Heard it right
That
here.
makes sense. Yeah, and I've seen like little previews of the Steam one. I've watched some gameplays, and it does like, they do like sort of the animations of the bird, but it's like kind of cheapy animation, right? Like of just flexing the art already existing. I don't know. It looks interesting and pretty, but
cool.
But this played perfectly. Like I thought this was. I'm gonna have my wife make a BGA account just so that we can play this.
Yeah, nice. I really enjoyed that. Not just because I won tonight, obviously. I actually can't even remember the last time I actually won because my wife crushes me at games like this. Seems like repeatedly, but it was if you've played the game, it's very intuitive and doesn't let you do things you can't do. And man.
And in fact, it clarified something that I've always been kind of like, I don't know exactly what the ruling is, where if in the bird feeder there is the split die, if there's only that wheat and berries left in there, can you re-roll them, or do you have to take those until they're gone? So because it made sense to me that it's like, well, there's technically 2 food in there, right? Like there's a wheat and a berry in there. So
I think the wording in the rulebook is if there's only one face showing.
Oh, maybe that's what it is. Okay.
Again, reading rulebooks.
I know.
Can I share something quickly?
Sure.
So, because I teach a lot of games, the question gets asked frequently: what is a point worth? And it comes up when playing something like Agricola, where your points are like 20 to 25 to 30 in a game, versus playing Russian Railroads, where you're getting 300 or 400 points, right? So knowing how much a point is worth it to know. So my friend built this web app called goodat.games. So it queries BGG for user generated stats, and it gives you the average score in a game. So according to this web app, it queried 15,000 user submitted scores, and the average score for Wingspan is 81. So we all lost tonight.
Oh wow. I wasn't off by much. The average score is 81 on the
81.
based on you said what was that 15,000?
15,846 scores.
Wow.
I wonder though if that includes expansions too, because I feel like with the expansions there's some bigger points available in there, especially with Nectar.
And there's always challenges whenever you're doing any user-generated content, right? Like someone can just put in that they score 300 points, and he does account for like standard deviations outside of the mean, but still, it's pretty neat to use as a tool.
Yeah. And what's that referred to as?
It's goodat.games. And it's just a website.
.games. I'm going to put a link to that in the description below, and so people can take a look at it. I've got it pulled up right here, right now. It looks actually pretty cool. I'm going to take a look at Azul. And it says 16,000.
How do you measure up?
16,359 scores, and the average score is 63.7. I can't remember the last time I got above 50. So that's pretty cool.
I'm trying to think of like, well, what's a game that I feel like I'm pretty decent at? Isle of Cats, I'm not bad at, I think. I think I get above the average score there usually. Hey.
Way to go, Riley.
65 points.
See, sometimes these stats can make you feel really good about yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes not.
I don't even want to look at that food chain magnate one because I'm pretty sure I do not stack up against, well, at least with my group. Oh, there's brass.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
And so this has just been me and him adding the games that we play. Because you can type a game into the Find a Game engine and it will query BGG for the game. It's not perfect, but it works.
Nice. Right.
And
I just did Lost Ruins Varnak.
Yeah, we're slowly building out the library of games because I find it's just a useful tool.
There we go.
That's rad.
I just typed in one of my favorite games of all time, Targi, and now I'm gonna look at my BG Stats app because I feel like I'm above average on that one too. It says the average score on Targi is like about 34 points. That's pretty cool. Oh, great share, Alex. Great share.
Fun new toy for us all to play.
Yeah.
With.
Yes, absolutely. I'm gonna put a link in the description of this video with that one. Awesome, gentlemen. Well, thank you for taking some time out of your evenings to play a game with me. This was a lot of fun and great conversation. That's what my favorite part about these evenings is the great conversation that I get to have with other board gamers. I lose this because when I do my solo, I do some solo plays on this, and it's just me talking to myself for a good
which you do a great job at.
Thank you. That must be my split personality disorder that kind of comes through every now and then.
Yeah, the arguments are the best parts. You can't do that. I think I can. We need to look this up in the rules. No, just trust me.
Just trust me. Trust me on that one. Well, thank you once again, gentlemen. I'll let you folks plug your channels and your content one more time. And again, the description will be in the descriptions will be in the description. Oh my gosh, I'm bad at the English language. I'm not normally this bad about it, but
you're a math teacher. It's fine.
Exactly. I'm not supposed to be. The hidden curriculum. My students come out like, oh my gosh, I had one today. I was trying to spell something. I was trying to spell the word quizzes, like plural quizzes, on the board, and it was not I don't know why it was not working today. I'm like, quiz times 2, study 2 quiz. Okay, I'll let you folks plug your channels. Alex, where can they find you?
I write board game reviews over at meeplethemoose.com, and you can follow me on Twitter at MooseMeeple or on Instagram at Meeple the Moose.
And a regular contributor on the What You've Been Playing Wednesday podcast, which if people are watching this tonight, that's coming out tomorrow. But if you're watching this later, it comes out every Wednesday. Norm the Madman.
I know, it's crazy because, we're all 3 contributors on it. and it'll be like even the morning of on Wednesday. Sometimes people are like, "I just sent mine," and he'll put it in. Like it's crazy. Have you guys sent yours in this week?
I have not sent mine in yet.
Are you doing one?
I am going to do. I'm going to do one right after we're done here.
Same here. Are you doing Wingspan?
Probably.
Okay,
Should we all just
record
our thoughts about Wingspan?
Yeah, let's just do what you've been playing Wednesday.
We did this last week. We did this the other week, Riley, too, didn't we? I felt like we had this conversation before.
We did. Yeah. Well, you can catch the Board Game Community Show every Friday, wherever you listen to podcasts. So it's very casual, very fun.
Great conversations. You got quite the backlog coming up now here. Have you hit 100 yet?
80. Patrick Leader was my 80th.
With 80? Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So.
That's crazy. Seems like yesterday.
Weird. It really does. But then it seems like even longer because I had a podcast before that where I did like 16 or so episodes.
Oh, wow. Cool.
So I don't know. I should be at 100. I can't wait.
I can't wait for that one. I can't wait for your 100th episode spectacular.
It'll be me forgetting that 100 is coming up and then being like, oh, by the way, this is number 100. So
as it should be. All right. Well, have a good evening, folks. And if you're enjoying the show, please make sure you like, comment. I always forget this part. Like, comment, subscribe to that YouTube stuff, algorithm things.
Do it.
Whatever. Every Tuesday, every Thursday, I'm doing something board game related. Tuesdays is plays. Thursdays is I'm talking. Even though Marvel Champions, the new stuff is coming out, so I think I might have to forgive the talking and just play a lot of more Marvel Champions because it's gonna be good.
Do you have a release date up there?
This Friday.
Ah.
This Friday is the release day.
I don't know. Canadians, you always get it before us. I don't know what's happened. It's so weird. Like Kickstarters, you'll get months and months later than us, but Marvel Champions, you'll get months before us.
Yeah, like I was at Amazing Stories just the other day on the weekend, and the boxes are already sitting there ready to get unpacked and put into the system and ready to go for this Friday.
Oh man, that's exciting.
My goal is if I sweet talk Jeff, the owner, I might get them Thursday so I can unbox them on Thursday night's live stream.
Oh, that would be fun.
But we'll see if he says yes or no on that. But, all right. I think this has gone on long enough. Have a great night, everybody, and I will catch you hopefully on Thursday night and next Tuesday. I should plug next Tuesday. I'm playing Ashes Reborn with Rob from the Meeple Dungeon, one of our favorite 2-player card dueling games. 2 new expansion packs just reached us, and we're going to play through those expansions. It's a lot of fun. Have a good night, folks. Bye.
Bird, bird, bird. Oh, bird is the word. Oh, bird, bird, bird. Oh, bird is the word. Oh, bird. Have you heard?
Oh, my